You ready, Paul?
Recording in progress.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Somers Town Board special meeting starting here at 7:43 on Thursday, November 20th, 2025. Before we start tonight's meeting, can everybody please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Patty, roll call, please.
Councilman William G. Faulkner.
Here.
Councilman Richard G. Clinchy.
Here.
Councilman Anthony J. Sirico.
Here.
Councilwoman Gina Arena. Here. Supervisor Rob Scarano.
Here, and that is a spam call. It's getting out there.
Everybody's here.
All right, been on silent.
Even water here. Yeah.
All righty, let's start off here with the town board. Let's go to our 2026 budget. Bob Kehoe, our Director of Finance, is here, and he's going to kind of give us an overview.
Good evening.
Bob?
So the current budget as it stands has a 2.5% tax levy increase compliant with the tax cap
Of 3%?
of the tax cap.
Tax cap is at 3%?
2.27, but we're allowed to roll money over from prior years, which we've done, which has allowed us to go to from 2.27 to 2.5 and remain under the cap. We could have gone to 4%.
And that's the tax levy for the people who are, the levy is different than the tax rate we all pay.
Right.
While it's a 2% tax cap, it's a tax cap on the levy with some exceptions, as you point out, which
Right.
then affects the tax rate just for
Right, and for the
say each year.
The tax rate increase is $21.87 for a house that's assessed at $650,000. So not too bad. So the total appropriations for the town, this is just exclusive of special districts, are 18 million for total revenues of 9,294,000. Balance the budget used $579,000 of fund balance. Which is an increase of about $232,000 over last year. The tax rate is 16.63, an increase of 38 cents, with a total tax levy of $8,279,281, an increase of $202,000. We're compliant. $500,000 remains in the budget for paving or for other capital projects. Budget includes 2 new police officers, which I think we're close to
getting those police officers there, yeah, which is great.
And it also covers another $380,000 for other capital projects, which is park, water projects, other things that come up in the town, that we've been using our fund balance for over the years.
Eliminated any budget positions?
No, we're
less?
flat. There's no new additions to headcount. And I don't know if I'm stealing your thunder, but we're retaining our AAA rating, and we have very low debt payments, or only $530,000, while we were at $1.2 million in 2021. So some of our debt for paving has rolled off over the last couple of years. So we do have a fair.
I think it should be noted for anyone who's watching that at one point we were bonding out almost all of that paving because of financial necessities, not anybody's sort of. And now finally we've come back the other way,
Right.
where it's in the budget, and obviously if some emergencies happen, you may have to bond again, but that's been careful.
Right.
You deserve credit on that.
Thank you.
Both Rob and past supervisors deserve credit on that, and we're now at a point where it should be, rather than borrowing money basically
Right.
to maintain roads, it's sort of like borrowing money to cut grass to me.
Agreed. So yes, having $500,000 in the budget certainly makes our highway superintendent comfortable that he has the ability to do what he needs to do. And additionally, for water and sewer, we're keeping the tax levy flat from last year at $223,000 for the water district and $175,000 for the sewer, and that's to do projects that we have. A lot of projects. I think we have over $1 million projects expected in the water district, that water valves and things like that. And we included completing the Ross Drive water tank this year, which is $700,000 project. So making good use of our taxes that we've been raising.
Yeah, I think you have some of the stuff here, right, for, especially for the water district. As you said, Shenneruck, some small water mains, there, that's actually a big project. Some valve repairs, Travis Road, I believe is another one. Water meter replacements, sewer over at Travis Road, Windsor Road, manhole repairs, so that all adds up, when it comes to, capital projects.
Yep.
And we did tackle a couple, like you said, we did tackle a couple of projects last year, and we're, gonna be tackling them more again this year.
Right, and we're continuing to put in fire hydrants. I think, I'm not sure exactly where we are on that project, but at least halfway through as far as I know. So yeah, we making headway.
I just want to say that since I've been doing this, I can't recollect that we have never really fully taxed up to our full capacity. And, that's saved the taxpayer over the years. I mean, you did some numbers for me a while back, but it's like it's $1 million, I think.
Well, it's actually 2.2 million beginning of the tax cap in 2012.
Okay,
Under the tax cap.
all
It
right,
averaged 1.52% tax levy increase since the
Right.
beginning of the tax cap.
so the tax levy could almost be, we kind of picked a number, maybe if we would have taxed up to full capacity, would probably be a tax levy of $1 million higher,
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah.
easily,
Yeah,
which every year adds up over 10 years, that's
all
$10 million, right? So,
for sure.
and you say, how do you do that? Well, we really never get out in front of our headlights. We don't really overspend, and to your credit, we budget, we come under budget. So after we go through all of that, I'll probably find that we're going to be under budget, and we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, no, we're pretty good at covering our expenses for budget lines. It's the revenues that are always kind of the unknowns. I mean, the sales tax has been pretty steady. I think we've kind of plateaued for a while. Mortgage tax could be as much as 1.5 million, as low as 800,000 or 900,000, depending on the economy.
Yes.
This year we'll be in around the $900,000 range.
So we have a lot of flexibility.
Yep.
How about revenue from the state? Over the time that you were, since 2012 or whatever, do you happen to know offhand or approximate how revenue from the state has affected our budget? Because we have not, there were all the dire predictions. If you go to a 2% budget, you're going to kill the towns and the school districts. And the first couple of years, I think 25% of schools were going out to go over the tax cap and all that. But it seems like the state has tried to increase revenues to put the pressure on local governments, make it lessen the pressure on local governments. But that's just my, sort of eyeballing it. I was just wondering if you happen to know.
I don't know those hard numbers. What I do know is that we take in about 56% of our revenues from sales tax. That's the biggest driver. And in 2018 or 19, the county raised the sales tax percentage, and that was a big boon to all the towns and schools. So we've been able to live off of that for a while, but I do think those numbers have plateaued a little bit. This year, I think it's gone up a little bit.
So we need people to go out and spend money.
So but
Come on, people,
There's
help the
holiday.
cause. Let's go.
Yeah.
But the way I think of that is that again, when that sales tax increased and we enjoyed the benefit of that, we did not spend up to that. And as a matter of
Right.
fact, that's funded some of the give back to the taxing capacity that we have. So in other words, what I'm saying is that we've returned that back to the taxpayer, lowering the tax cost. So again, it's prudent, and hope it's appreciated.
Well, the kind of things that have been going up, though, from the last 10 years or so, if we look at our pension costs, that's gone up from $586,000 in 2016 to $1,050,000 projected for next year. What's driving that are higher rates, higher salaries, and more people. So that's strictly just a percentage of the salaries by tier. The lower the tier, the higher the percentage. So as people age out and retire, that percentage will come down because more of the rates will be the lower rated tiers. That and things like, Our emergency services for WEMS, which are money well spent, that's gone up from 300,000 to 630,000 in 10 years. So things out of our control. But that's why it's nice to have a buffer, a healthy fund balance, and not get ahead of our headlights when it comes to expenses.
Yeah, I mean, and we've also, over the years, have done market adjustments, with our staff, trying to move salaries to a point where a little bit closer to market, but we're still well below market. And it's something we always look at.
Right. But coming to the payroll, I mean, we've gone up from 5.2 million to 7.6 million since 2016.
Yep.
While still being prudent with our salaries, that's just the nature of compounding and head count and,
Right.
and the contracts that we've settled.
Yeah. It's one of those things where, you start, hearing other people talk about their budget going in place, and for us to be where we are currently right now with a couple more weeks left to fine tune the budget, where other municipalities where it might be busting the tax cap. We saw it last year a little bit. A couple towns did that. Maybe again this year, a couple towns may bust a tax cap. So, job well done to everybody here on the board for, not getting out ahead of everything and being really fiscally responsible with the budget and in place. And Bob, that's a great testament to you and your team. So, we thank you for that.
Well, a lot of credit for the department heads too, because they do really take it seriously, staying within their budgets. And if they have some reason to go over it, they come and they counsel Rob, myself, and they get permission before they do anything outside their budget.
Yeah, it's when people think that the budget time of year doesn't just start, last month. It's a couple months prior to that where we have informal meetings and understand what's going on within their departments and where they're deficient, where they need help, where we're good, and then we look at the whole entirety. And then we do, we have our 2 days that we sit here and we have them, come before us and talk about their budget and why they're asking what they are, and then we weigh it all out, and then we kind of get to this number here. But to be at currently 2.5 is a really nice place to be at.
Right, which is 118,000 under their potential tax cap that we could spend.
Correct. Nice. Anybody else? Anything?
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good team effort.
All right, we are going to move on here. Set the salaries here for our elected officials. We'll start with the supervisor. We're going to just go. We're not going to put them all together. We'll go one individual. We'll go separately. Supervisor's salary. We'll go to 144,200 with a 3% increase. I'm not going to make the motion on that.
Second.
I'll make a motion.
Oh.
To approve the supervisor's salary for 144.2. Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Nope. All right, let's go down to the town board here. Town board members. Current salary is going to be $16,366 with a 3% increase. I'll make the motion to approve that.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. Let's go to the town clerk. Town clerk at $107,773 with a 3% increase. I'll make the motion to approve that.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Any opposed on any of those? No. I'm going to go here and talk about superintendent of highways. Just to give this there's a few add-ons here that reflect the real work that the highway superintendent does and saves this town hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year. He goes above and beyond just the highway work, and the budget now will break out that clearly for transparency for everybody else there. The first thing on there is a capital projects coordination oversight with an add-on of $25,000. Most significant part of this is the value and responsibility. Before any major projects go out to bid, He'll have an opportunity to review, the highway superintendent will review those plans, the scope, the site, catch any errors, and avoid unnecessary work. That often shows how to handle the project in-house, which is great. We save a lot of money when it comes to in-house projects. And again, it saved us hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. The second line there would be mechanical, electrical, and infrastructure support at $5,800. And these are for installations of our generators, our EV charging stations, digging, trenching for other departments, electrical work, equipment repairs, troubleshooting complex issues. Next one here is town-owned lots and tree management at $5,000. Town-wide tree work, vendor coordination, lot clearing, vegetation control, all those things that go along with town-owned lots. And then also water safety and emergency response at $5,000. Responding to the huge water main breaks when needed, flooding, building access, and emergency support for all those departments. This will also serve on a safety committee, which handles workers' compensation, compliance, and safety planning as well, which also meets 4 times a year. Just so the public understands, when a project legally requires a licensed engineer, we hire one, but the superintendent will help review those plans and make sure that the work actually work in real field conditions. That review saves us, again, significant money when it comes to our taxpayers. All those lines there, total compensation here, I'll make the motion to approve $185,000 in total compensation for the highway superintendent.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Unfortunately, I'm conflicted, but no.
Thank you. So motion passes.
Is that it?
That's it's whatever.
Nay or an abstain?
Nay. Sorry.
That's okay. I just, conflicted isn't an option for me.
Right.
Sorry.
And then I'll make the motion here to adopt the 2026 tentative budget as a 2026 preliminary budget.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so moved. And I'll make the motion here to schedule a public hearing for preliminary budget for December 4th, 2025.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so moved. On to number 2. Oh, and to cover that increase, to let everybody know, that will be covered by fund balance. Okay. And then to authorize the hiring of Frederick McQuillan as a remote part-time consultant in the Water and Sewer Department to work no more than 16 hours per week as per needed basis for up to 6 months to help with billing, accounting, and reporting needs of the department at a rate of $40 per hour, and that's effective immediately. I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so moved. As everybody knows, Fred put in his resignation a couple weeks ago, and we're still trying to figure it out, so nothing will change when it comes to that. We just need some backup to help us get through this next quarter.
And I think it's a 6-month
6-month window.
point of view, yeah.
Yeah, 6 months that will be for, and that will give the town some time to figure out next steps or find a replacement to help out with that billing.
And this is a consulting sort of arrangement, right?
Correct. And then number 3, authorize supervisor to execute the semi-annual plan maintenance agreement for the Garvaventa Express 2 wheelchair lift in the amount of $859 with handy lift service per memo dated November 18th, 2025 from Thomas J. Tuma, Building Inspector. I'll make the motion to authorize.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Calendar coming up here, ladies and gentlemen. December 4th is our town board work session. And then we will have the public hearing on that for the budget. And then on December 10th, which is a Wednesday, we changed the date. We will also have our regular meeting there. We have a public hearing for the proposed 2026 water billing rate increase and a public hearing for the Putnam Northern Westchester BOCES solar array overlay request. Calendar, of course, on the 8th and 15th of January, work session and regular town board meeting. That's at 7 o'clock.
And organization.
Oh, and our organizational meeting as well. And our January 8th will be our organizational meeting as well. Okay, that is all I have. Anybody want to say anything? Anything at all? And Patty does have a fun fact. Wow, nice. On a special night, a special fun fact.
Especially fun.
An all-new special.
In preparation for Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, next week. Hope it's a happy and healthy one. And I'd like to say that the first Macy's Thanksgiving Parade did not feature any balloons. When it debuted in 1924, it actually included live animals from the Central Park Zoo, like lions, camels, and even elephants. They marched down the streets of Manhattan. The giant character balloons did not join the parade until 1927.
No, too long.
All right.
I like the animals.
Too long after.
Well, if no anybody has anything else to add, Bill, anything?
Happy, safe Thanksgiving, everyone.
Rich?
Nothing, but same thing.
Gina?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Somers. Enjoy your day. And
Anthony?
family.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, yes.
Supervisor?
Be safe.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, too. All right. Motion to adjourn tonight's meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved.
Thank you.